Hello everybody, Reaper X1 here again, back with this build that I continued on from the last video. I had to take a little break, back was sore, had to get up and mobile. So I figured I'd cut it, and after all the editing it was about the right time too, so you know. We worked them into two separate videos. Hope you don't mind. But as always, I am going to welcome you to the episode. If you're new or if you're returning, welcome to the channel. I hope you're having an awesome one, at least a good one. Good ones are good. As stated. But you know, just so you know, all the support and all the awesome you guys do bring to a channel, and it is only you guys that can bring it, right? That is muchly appreciated. That's why I thank yous. And also, you know, as I'm getting this one started up and getting some awesome kind of coloring going on here, I like the black and yellow. I like the way it works together. I'd also like to remind you about the Terra Showcase, where your cool and original techs, they could have a video of their own. All you gotta do is hit that Saturday show or the showcase auditions link down in the description. Follow it to my thread, post your in-game snapshots or save games there, or both, whatever works. Don't be scared if they're big, don't be scared if they're small. Enter them, as long as you think they're cool and original. They got a real good chance at having their own video. Because as soon as they're posted, I'll find them. On that thread, I made it there so I can find them. And I'll make the best dang video out of it I can. We'll have a bunch of fun sharing ideas, inspiring others, and hopefully having some fun the entire time. And other than that, you know, if you'd like to get in on the little draw I got going on, there's a small donation kind of asked or required, unfortunately. You know, dems to breaks kind of thing. But if you can find my paypal.me link down in the description and you feel like throwing the $2 my way, it'll greatly help me out. And I'll more than happily throw your name in for a chance at winning a 3D printed tech that's currently valued at $40. It's going to be made by Grabbit, paid for by me. The winner will be announced the last week of November. I'm not sure of a day yet. Might be a Monday, maybe a Friday. Might just put it out there for something. Who knows? So we'll see. It'll happen though. We already got 3 participants. So that's pretty sweet. That's not counting me too, because you know I had to test it all out. So I actually donated to myself just so I could see how the PayPal thing worked. But if my name gets picked, I'll put it in there. But if my name gets picked, I'll just pick again. That sounds fair. I just want to see how lucky I am. Not that I'm going to keep the prize. That would be a cheap-ass move, wouldn't it? It would. I wouldn't do that. But anyway, what I would do is try and outload this tech up with as many frickin' guns as I can in every possible spot and location. Because these big boys, they don't turn very fast, and those little suckers, they get under it. That's kind of why I usually build so low to the ground. Try and cover the bottom with as many wheels and treads as I can. And sometimes the center, I'll keep some ground clearance there, but then I usually like to put guns underneath. This one I'm going to try and avoid. I just want to get as much traction on the ground. And we're going to see if that'll help with the slippery wheel deal. Hopefully it does. I'm getting really sick of slipping all over the place. It's frustrating. Now, I don't know if I'm the only one getting it. I doubt it. But it's possible. Because I know there's been lots of times where different players get different issues that no one else gets. And it could be because of their system. And I got an older one. So it could be it. Just in case you're wondering, that's where the donations would go. Right back into this channel. Mainly, cover the prize. And then from there, to upgrade the computer, to buy the games that I can't buy. And you know, we'll just get in more and more fun. But also, keep in mind that if there is enough participation in the draws, that the cost of the prize, or the value of it, will go up too. I'm not going to lock it in at $40. If I get hundreds of dollars worth of donations, that prize is going up. Guaranteed. Like, I'm not all about hoarding it, and I'm not greedy. I have no problem throwing Well, as an example, if 200 was donated, I could easily see me putting 100 out on a prize for somebody. Not even a problem. Of course, the other 100, yeah, I'd be putting that in the bank to save up for a new computer. Well, new parts. But anyway, we're working on it. Saving my pennies, well, my nickels now. Frickin' don't have no pennies in Canada anymore. Kind of bummed me out, I collected those. But anyway, we'll get these weapons all loaded up on this. Kind of get the front rounded out a little bit. And we're gonna... I don't want to do too much with that just yet. I kind of want to see what I'm going to do at the back, because that could have a real big impact on what I do with these sides. So maybe I should work back here for a bit. Might be the best idea. Now, as to what I'm going to need, well, yeah, I do need them. Those are just my little fuel and battery gauges, since the actual ones don't work. Eventually they will. And then they'll show us a little readout on the bottom of the screen, like where the money is. Now, we got that built in. Take them off. Don't really need that there, do we? We'll get this put together. There, tuned up a little bit. We got our sides kind of figured out a little. Get that on there. And I think that'll be a fair design. The stair step usually kind of works pretty good in this game. You get a lot of guns, and you can kind of deflect a bit too. Seems anyway. Like you don't get hit as much when you're angular instead of straight up and down, because you seem to stay lower to the ground, because you don't have to, I don't know, it just seems that way. It really shouldn't be actually smaller or bigger just because you lean the guns back. It just spreads them out different. You get a nicer shape. Things can aim down is the main thing. They keep an angle as they aim down so they can kind of line the fire up a little bit. At least that's what I think. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you 100% without knowing the actual targets and locations the gunshots are hitting for each line of guns, and that's something only the developers could possibly probably get. And even then, they might not even ever have cared to know any of that, so they might not. That's really just something I just thought of right now, but I ain't gonna put too much thought into it anymore. Because what I do want to do is get all the thought put in on these. And you see, I got 2 little missiles. Oh yeah. When you start getting missiles, first I get happy, and then I get concerned, I'd say. Because usually that means the bad guys are getting missiles too. And they always have more than I do for a while. Because when I blow up a tech that has missiles, if I'm lucky, they'll have 20 on them. Because I might, if they have 20, I might get 1 or 2 that don't blow up. Not usually, though. The one guy, I don't know how many he had on. I exaggerate at 20. I think he had at least 8. Maybe 10. And all of them blew up. Right in front of me. It sucked. A lot. Was not impressed. I was real close to saying, screw it, I'm going that way. But I didn't. I stuck it out. I toughed it out. And you know what I got for my troubles? I got blowed up. Right before this. Or the last video. When I started this build. That's what actually happened. I was feeling tough. I saw a little Hawkeye guy over there. He didn't look very big. Couldn't see the missiles on his back. And then boom, surprise! Oh, all in my face. It hurt so good. It's bad. It's good for him, bad for me. It did look cool when I blew up. It kind of went kind of neat. I don't really think I should have blown up necessarily, but because if I'm right, and I remember right, half my tech was still there jittering, and the part that my cab should have been in should not have been destroyed. because I'm pretty sure the black was still there surrounding it, the Hawkeye blocks. But I know the AI was surviving because it was doing the stupid twitch, so maybe the blast went through those blocks, maybe it got underneath, I don't know. I was upset. I just stored it away trying to save the blocks before they could blow up or whatever could happen, and I would lose out on all the blocks that I was going to get. So I didn't really look underneath, so maybe the explosions come up from underneath. I had the thing all boxed in and with Hawkeye, though. I didn't think it would get through it like that. But anyway, yeah, that's what happened. The little missile guy took out my big tech. Bad timing, low batteries, and not expecting it. And since we don't have a defense for the missiles, you're kind of at their mercy. I don't even think the shields do much to them, honestly. I almost think they go right through. I don't know for sure, but it really seems like it. And if they are hitting the shields, well, they got enough explosive power that the damage is traveling into the bubbles. Probably at least the 3 blocks it normally did, but maybe more. And that's causing a lot of problems. Not problems, but just a lot of damage. It's a problem when you lose, but it's a learning experience, so it's useful. So it's a good and a bad thing all at once, even though you swear a lot. And you can still call it good. That's kind of weird, eh? But it's like everything. You learn from a mistake or you learn from something going wrong. It's going to be a faster learn than if you just guess and never had any reaction to either way. Look at this guy. He just tried to sneak right up on me, get me while I'm building. Take that, chump. You didn't expect that, did you? Hey, 248 XP? Nice. I like that. That's pretty good for a sneak attack, sucker. I'll take it. There. I'm not sure why, but I kind of like the looks of this. It needs a little fine-tuning here and there, just to get it right. But it's not something that ain't gonna happen or can happen. I think we got the parts we need to at least do something. May not be ideal or perfect by any means, but who is? Definitely not me. Definitely not my truck. Yeah. It's got issues. We're slowly fixing them with these bubbles, though. That's the last thing I want. Is being a lack of bubbles to be the problem. I'm already running out of hydro too early. That's another reason why I like the big vehicles, because you can get more batteries on them. But then you need bigger bubbles or more bubbles, so it uses more power. So you gotta find that sweet spot where you got enough battery to hold the power to supply the bubbles during a good battle. Now, a good battle's the longest battle you're gonna find, which who knows? Depending on your tech and depends on what spawns in, it could be a heck of a lot. There's kind of a little rule of thumb I use is for every bubble, like say a GSO bubble, if it's regen or shield, no matter what, I want at least 2 batteries for it. And that only works real decent if you got a recharging setup going with the mobile generator and stuff. And then you can run it fairly good on just wood, even if it's raw wood. But of course, refined is better. But you got to keep that thing fed. If it ever starves, oh, you're gonna blow up. Your truck won't take it. Oh, look at these guys. But yeah, this is still an issue. You probably notice it's really laggy at the start of that. It doesn't get much better. But yeah, the being anchored and trying to turn, holy lag instantly. I don't care if there's anything around me or not, it just starts lagging as soon as I try and turn my tech on a rotary anchor. So I had to unanchor them, just so I could actually keep battling at a decent pace. But even this has been sped up a little bit throughout this section. Or no, this section hasn't been. It was the last little bit I sped it up just to try and even it out and make it look a little nicer. This seemed to be alright. It wasn't too horrible. I know it has some lag, but it goes back to that old computer, eh? And the game does need optimizations. It seems like it had some, it lost some, and hopefully we'll get them back soon. I've noticed a few little flaws that have popped back up. A lot of crashing in the R&D with big techs, wheel slide, little things like that. It's all stuff that'll happen and get fixed eventually. It's just a matter of getting through it. But I'm kind of thinking right around in here, I'm going to probably call this one at an end. It's getting a little long, getting a little late, and I think I'm done with this build. So you know what, if you've enjoyed what you saw, I got to ask you, will you please throw the like down below? A subscription too if you haven't. Ding the bell, man, ding it. Or woman, depending. That way it'll let you know when there's something good you might want to watch. And if you haven't already, comment. They're great. I love hearing from yous. Most of the time, it's even a good part of my day. It helps with the good one, you know? Even if it's just to say hello, would be sweet to hear from you. And also, don't forget about the Saturday Showcase. And there's also that donation appreciation program. If you'd like to make a small donation, get in on the draw for a 3D printed tech. $2 could turn into a $40 value. And it might even work out perfect for Christmas time. So it'll be the last week of November I'm going to announce it. So if you want to participate, there's the auditions down there with your in-game snapshots and save games. Post them to the thread that the link will take you to, and I'll do the rest. And then after that, there's the draw you could get in on. It's all in the description if you want to participate. So until next time, everybody, keep being the awesome, keep having a good one. Bye.